Greetings to On Creation. This is Aurora, and I have a message regarding the decortication of the Shasta crew, loveisone.org, on their mediumship allegations agenda. So you will understand how the whole thing transpired. Now, in Log Castle, first things first, as they out-routed me from South Carolina as churches because I couldn't see Jesus or God, Habib or Karim, that's when Muhammad and Amir started to win. Because at first before it was Love as One, it was the Galactic Federation of Light or the first contact groundcrew.org or the first contact.com, something. It was by Andrew. And they tried to get me to join the house during that moment in time. However, I was under the beat down from the golf cart at Coco's Bar. I was going through it. I had to get out of the H2 visa-based hotel, Metropolitan, that is now another name here, Ascend Hotel, all out of preying on me, and go live in Broad Creek Landing at first. I rented a place with Laura Shofroth, which is Christina Pushkina, Tatiana Ayacuento, same person. So, and then I was, went to Beirut for the holiday, for the Christmas holiday, canceled my rent with Laura from there, came back here because I was going to go immediately to Shasta. But as soon as I landed, something happened with the energies. I couldn't reach Shasta immediately. I had to back off, go to the Red Roof Inn, Days Inn. I stayed a month in hotels until I then, later moment in time, joined the church, met religious people from the Christian sect in Bluffton, stayed with Lynn Craft. Then I moved in with Kelly Lintern here, behind Bilo, which is the Springwood 21. Went to Shasta, came back to 23. Now in the interim, Shasta turned from the first contact Gregory team to loveisone.org. So that's when the Nasrallah started to gain power. And in their agenda say when I first didn't see or run for interception with, say, Lucifer or Satan and anyone, and Amber did instead Amy Thompson, then they started me up on writing articles. They said to me, very well, if you're a workaholic, because that's what I was. Like when I first arrived to the house at Log Castle, they had stopped working because Amy had joined the house from Ohio or from Louisiana. Soon as Amber arrived there, they stopped working. They started to only do drugs, fuck. They stopped posting articles. They stopped giving sessions. And then they waited for me to come because they thought that, that's gonna be whatever, and I'm gonna fuck with, for instance, maybe, I don't know, Lucifer, or like, for instance, meaning Russell Pearson and these people. But however, as soon as I arrived, they then noticed that I had an unquenchable thirst for service, and they couldn't satiate me no matter what, so they kept putting more on my agenda, like more callers, and then they're like, well, that's enough, not enough for you? Write an article, do this, and then I started to do all of that. So then that's when Amber started to get very angry, started to walk after me in stores, and like Rite Aid and stuff, and I started to rat on me like, oh my God, because I used to walk around the house in a bikini and stuff like that, and I was like blonde with longer hair, and they weren't blonde. They didn't like the fact that I could bleach my hair in the house, and they didn't like many things about me. They loathed me. So I was living within these energies until we moved from Log Castle to Blue Spruce, whereby they would sit, they had Muhammad Nasrallah and Amir Nasrallah, Love and Amour in Log Castle, and they would like hook us up with a tarot reader that had a parrot on its shoulder, and Amy Carlson would start to spew out things like solar flares, velocity, or whatever, and then they would start to talk the talk of their sex, and I would type. That's why they want to say that I'm a medium psychic and that I actually have sight, but I am Amber, mean and burn them, but I can channel and write. That's why I'm insane and I have to be in a facility forever. That's their argument with the Aaron team probably Aaron serves Pearson, Lucifer for the creation. I'm not exactly sure what his position is, but he's supposed to be the covenant keeper. So instead of going to Los Angeles after my service, which is what they tried to reroute me towards with Tatiana Ayaquinta. As soon as I arrived, as soon as they had already made Amazon orders with my account ending in 4252 and everything else, they were gonna probably shut my phone, 842-902-399 in Los Angeles immediately, and then invent some sort of a story that I was Tatiana Pushkina and that Tatiana Pushkina was myself giving me sessions, because it would have hooked up with Miguel Lambo up in Shasta, and I would have been in LA at that level, and they would have said that I was the one doing sex rituals, that I was transgender, and that they had the whole thing mapped out in Los Angeles by Munarad and all these people to chop me up out there. Now, what did I do? The churches kicked me out. What did I do? I started to call the church people. The bishops was like, come back, send your stuff, we will handle you, we will take care of you. Who's Bishop? That's Karen Bishop. That's the initiator of the original channels for ascension, way before Love is One and all these people. Karen Bishop was a very, right-on being that would always connect with me. I was years of Karen Bishoping when the bishops here helped me back here. And then it came back through also Lee Wood, who immediately connected with me. He said, I am at your absolute service. Whatever it takes, get the fuck out of these mad people. Come here. And I went to his house. It was 23 right back Kelly Lintern. And at that moment, they started to put people in 21 from the Shasta crew, play with me. Miguel Lambo stopped calling me the moment I arrived. Like the last call we had was, I'm here. He talked to me for a little moment. And then he blocked me out from the website. And then I, gathered all the tricks, everything that I had ever acquired for the both of us, because he was like my mission partner, and, we were practically like quasi, very, we were like almost, we were engaged, or, at these levels. So I took everything that we ever shared and I made a fire hereby by law. In the back of the property. Like, I used to be more courageous. Now, like, I'm always scared and stuff like that. But I made a ceremonial fire, and I threw everything in. Like, every ring, every bracelet, every necklace, and I started to wash my clothes, like, with salt and with, like, a lot of detergent many times to not smell them anymore. And I went through a very deep phase of extreme reckoning, and I kicked him out of service. Now I understood that, as a matter of fact, when I said Aurora and he said you gotta get the fuck out, that's when I understood now that he couldn't back that up, because he was on another deal. He had taken me on, on their behalf to do something else with me, not to render me true or to actually be in service, just like everybody else. So now Amy shot it, because they pretend it's themselves in another room. So it comes Susan and post, so that people praise them and acclaim them. Like, they'll go here publicly, like, they'll go to the bathroom, that triangle, and people will be like, yeah, Aurora! And they're all fucking douchebags. Nobody talks to me. I never even go anywhere. And if I ever go, they start to make fun of me, poison my drink. There are absolute retarded people around here. It's like unrealistically dumb. I would not even try, honestly. So, I've been so blasé that I stopped even going to the dispensary until today. I was like, you know what? I might just make a right pick for the time being and just assist myself with whatever they got, which, I practically did. So, I will just show you all what that's consistent of, because it is something unrealistic. Oh my gosh. This. First off, it's strong relief for minor aches and pains. So this, if you are in any sort of, alternative healing modality, you're on your own journey, you do not believe in their commercial doctors, this is unrealistically so amazing. Now, if you obviously don't have an extraterrestrial condition like myself, you will relax in ways that I cannot relax in, because I'm always up, and now I'm in contact at all times with the Texan refrigerator beings, and then we diffract the momentum, because I can't get through to the United States. You can't talk to anyone. I don't know what's going on here. They're stuck on retard. I don't want to judge it. It's just like I can't accommodate that energy. It's just way too much. And that's about that for, to protect myself from the possible arguments of the Love as One crew. they'll say like, oh, medium psychic, she's insane, and that I'm channeling the information about, them now already having IDs as Aurora, Rata, Ravel, Wilson, Sussex, or a Morning Star, or a Rata, Ravel, or a Wales, Sussex, or a Wales, or a Sussex. I don't know. They're like so many derivations, like or a Morning Star, or a Little Morning Star, or a Diamond Morning Star, or they made the whole ordeal like it was all my journey. So because they actually misappropriated my journey while I'm in a body, I'm still alive. It's not like I'm in a grave and I'm in a museum and a mausoleum and then they're making up shit about it. No. I'm amongst them. While I'm in the room with them, they're already doing a lie about someone else being, like, practically and logically. That's like their whole effort is into lies. Like, this is an absolute hopeless situation around here. So I have decided that I actually will stand in pride and in glory and in absolute honor in the fact that I choose to be a real American. Which what do you mean ID? You want me to cut a tree to print a little piece of paper to tell somebody that's somebody he's not? Anybody who has that shit, they're scaredy cows. That's just like for douchebags. That's kindergarten. So please, and plus, my levels beingness, I'm a very peaceful being. I don't bother anyone. I don't get in anybody's way. If you want to get out of your way and invent a situation to trespass in my way, invent a lie, please, honestly, get a fucking life. Thank you.